Hello and welcome to this really special gathering where we are all coming together to explore the magic of Mabon. This is the autumnal equinox. This weekend, as the leaves begin to turn and the air grows crisper, we're going to find ourselves at a pivotal moment in the wheel of the year. Mabon is a time of balance, gratitude, and reflection. And as we prepare to transition from the warmth of the summer into the introspective embrace of autumn and then winter. So what's really interesting is, why do I share information on these seasonal changes, and why do I write meditations around the new moon and the full moon? And this is really interesting because my drive, my inclination to share and discuss seasonal changes and the impact that these celestial and seasonal changes have is really rooted in several meaningful reasons. And they all really play a significant role in supporting us navigate this chaotic world that we live in. One of them is when we're looking at seasonal changes, we are looking at our connection to nature. The seasonal changes are reminding us to be aware of the natural world. As humans, we are inherently tied to the earth cycles, and acknowledging these changes are going to help us feel more grounded and more in harmony with our environment. And I'm hoping that when I share these changes and these shifts, that it really helps to foster a sense of unity and also belonging. We are being reminded of the rhythms of life, and each season is going to represent the ever-flowing rhythms of life. They're going to show us and guide us and inspire us that change is constant, and this understanding can bring comfort in these turbulent times. And by talking about them, by discussing these shifts, I am hoping that I am supporting you to be curious and to recognize that these challenges that come to us are temporary, and that the brighter days will always come. There is an essence of mindfulness and presence. Be having this understanding of these seasonal changes is really going to encourage us mindfulness and presence. It's encouraging us to pause, to observe, and to appreciate the beauty and lessons each season is going to offer you. And this mindful approach is going to serve as a counterbalance to the fast-paced, hectic nature of modern life. It's about really supporting us to tune in, to really begin to listen to our body. In the meditation that I wrote for this week just gone is embodiment alignment, and that practice is really about guiding us to listen more to our bodies. Our bodies is what's going to offer us the information and the signals. Okay, so it's about really trusting in our body, and the way we create that trust is by doing these practices is about becoming more aware of where we are at and allowing ourselves to, it feels like a real watery energy. And maybe I'm saying this because I am a Pisces sun, and so that real flow of just allowing ourselves to go up and go down, go up and go down, just allowing ourselves that floating, or if we were air, just allowing ourselves, we're still anchored into the earth, but we're allowing ourselves to move with what's going on and to reflect and to observe. and not to allow ourselves to get caught up into the hurricane of it, right into the eye of the storm. We're allowing ourselves to step out and observe and to reflect. And then we've also got this like real deep community and connection. When we are discussing seasonal changes, this is going to create a sense of community and connection. It's going to bring people together. You know, we're all celebrating the same festival here in the Northern Hemisphere, whilst in the Southern Hemisphere, they're all going to be celebrating the spring equinox. So it's really about allowing us to engage in seasonal activities. In this busy world, chaotic world, these connections are really going to provide a sense of support and reminder that we are not alone. You are not alone. You know, it's going to bring us hope and renewal with seasonal changes, especially the return of spring after winter. That's going to symbolize hope and renewal. But by discussing these moments of transformation, I'm hoping to inspire you and others that you may want to pass this workshop onto, that just reminding you that even in the darkest times, there is the potential for growth and renewal. You know, we need these quieter, slower times so our bodies can rest. We need these slower and darker evenings to just kind of allow our bodies to recalibrate. Okay, we can't go on constantly at a high pace. So summer is here for us to be high vibrational, and the winter is here for us to be slowed down, but we can't go straight from summer into winter. We need that transition in autumn so that we are able to lean into our winter hibernation months, and then spring as we gently come out of it into our summer. So my desire to share about seasonal changes is going to, I hope, serve as a valuable anchor. It reconnects us to nature, encourages mindfulness and gratitude. It's going to foster that deep connection to the world and to the people around you. And by sharing this and the other energetic shifts, I am wanting to give you a space of solace and meaning amid the unpredictability of life. Now, ultimately, you are contributing then to a more balanced and joyful existence. So in this space, we are going to be looking at what is Mabon, what is the energy of Mabon, and how to use this energy to align. We're going to look at what affirmations you could use and any journaling questions that is going to support you as you transition into these darker months. I'm going to share with you a beautiful poem so you can take some time to reflect at the end. And in addition to this, I've also written a meditation, which I will add to the end of this talk. And I'm also going to add it as a separate meditation. So if you want to, you can listen to it again and again, as often as you want to. Right, let us begin. So what is Mabon? Mabon is also known as the autumnal equinox. It is a holiday that falls around September the 21st or 22nd in the Northern Hemisphere. It is a time when day and night are in perfect balance, and before the darkness gradually takes over. Mabon is the second harvest festival of the year, and it's a moment to celebrate the abundance of nature and to give thanks for the bountiful gifts of the earth. Now, it's no coincidence that we have also moved into Libra season around the same time. So Libra is also all about balance. So this is really a time of reflection. The energy of Mabon is one of equilibrium and reflection. It's a reminder that life is a perpetual cycle of light and darkness, of growth and decline, and that each season has its unique beauty. And during this time, we are honoring the changing of seasons and the lessons that they are going to bring you. Mabon teaches us to find balance in our own lives, to appreciate what we have harvested, and to prepare for the quieter, more introspective months ahead. So how can we use Mabon's energy to align to your energetic self? You're really just taking a moment now to take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. It's about us now connecting to balance. So there will be practices that your body is wanting to encourage you to take. Remember that we are all individuals. So leaning into what your body is asking of you at this moment in time. We are not wanting our bodies to make a drastic change overnight. Okay, we don't want to freak it out. We want to do things really gently. So if you're not already, one of the most beautiful rituals that we can do is a gratitude ritual. And this is a beautiful, simple ritual where you express gratitude for the abundance in your life. Remember that Mabon is after summer. So if we go back in time, during summer, end of summer, we're harvesting. And so we are taking time and we are reflecting at everything that we have harvested. We are ever so grateful that we have harvested all these beautiful things that is going to carry us through the winter months. Okay, so this is the same for you. This energy is reflecting back over spring, summer, and just taking that time to really create that gratitude practice, really expressing the gratitude for the abundance in your life. I do this through writing every morning. Let me rephrase that. I do it most mornings, not every morning. And just taking the time to kind of write down, I am grateful for, because of. Okay. And this is really kind of keeping my vibration high, and really for me to understand and remember, because it's so easy to forget some things, that we do have so much richness in our lives. Okay, we carry so much richness, so much beauty, so much depth. So it's that beautiful reminder. So you can do that through writing in your journal. You can do it through lighting a candle. You can do it through gratitude meditations. And you can also do, which is a beautiful thing to do, is creating an altar with all the things that kind of give you a memory of your summer months. And you can keep that altar open throughout autumn and winter. The other thing you can do is a balanced meditation. So the meditation that we're going to do at the end, you can do this regularly throughout. And this is about really focusing on the concept of balance, really visualizing yourself and aligning your energy with the changing of seasons and finding harmony within. Now, the other beautiful ritual you can do is connecting to nature. Really taking time and being in nature, observing the changing colors, noticing the leaves and how they are falling off the trees, and even the way that they do fall off the trees, that real beautiful dance as they flow, the difference in temperature, the dampness that we are now receiving, the mornings where the dew is sitting around for so much longer. And just really taking that time to breathe in and observe the natural world, and allowing that natural world to guide your own inner transformation. So affirmations for the autumn months. So as we move into autumn, here are some affirmations that can support you during your journey. So one of them is, I embrace the changing seasons of my life with grace and gratitude. Okay, I'm also going to say that one again. I embrace the changing seasons of my life with grace and gratitude. The next one is, I release what no longer serves me, creating space for new growth and opportunities. I release what no longer serves me, creating space for new growth and opportunities. So really remembering when we're looking at these words is, if we go back to nature, how nature's doing this. Look at your plants if you have a garden, or if you take yourself outside, really noticing how, why are the leaves falling off the trees? Why? Well, because they're making space for new growth and opportunities in spring and summer. Looking at some of your plants, how they all are kind of dying back. Well, they're not dying, not all, some might be, but some plants you've got are not dying back to die. They're dying back because they are making space for a new growth that is going to come through the start of spring. So really becoming aware of, why am I saying these words? I release what no longer serves me. So if you think of the trees, he's releasing the leaves. I'm releasing. And really feeling that I'm releasing. I'm releasing what no longer serves me. Yeah. Because we've moving through summer, we have had some stories, and those stories have served us. They have served us. And as we move into another season, that story is no longer going to support us and serve us. So we release them. Okay. You may find that, especially in the Virgo new moon, there was a lot of clearing that happened running up to the new moon. There was lots of planets in retrograde. And so there was a lot of stuff that we were being asked to release, old stories, old stuff. So it's kind of like, as we step into this autumn equinox, we're really being asked to release. Okay, so I release what no longer serves me, creating space for new growth and opportunities. Okay, the third affirmation you can use is, I am grounded, centered, and aligned with the natural rhythms of life. I am grounded, centered, and aligned with the natural rhythms of life. It's beautiful. And then the fourth and last one you can use is, I find beauty in the stillness and introspection of autumn. I find beauty in the stillness and introspection of autumn. So feel into those words. If you've written them down, feel free obviously to pause this and rewind and go back and write them down. It may be that you are going to take bits out of each one and create your own affirmation. It might be that you change from one to the other. Just really feel into what aligns for you, what feels right for you, what words would you use? Okay, these are my words, but what words would you use? Okay, so really have a play, be creative. Remember, these are positive statements. These are mantras, affirmations that is going to support you as you transition your way through these months, these autumn months, and into winter. And it's useful to use words that is going to bring you up and out of any areas that don't feel good to you. So if you are somebody who really finds it challenging to slow down, it's about really understanding, well, what is stillness, finding the beauty. So you do not necessarily need to believe in these words right now, but it's a destination that you're wanting to get to. Okay, so you are using these words to support you in moving towards that destination. Okay, these are words that are going to help you to be at home in your body. Yeah. Okay, take a nice deep breath. You've got this. So if you listen to my Lionsgate portal workshop, you would understand and you would remember that we did some beautiful grounding work. So we did this before we went into the journaling questions. So what I want you to do is, before we step into the journaling questions, I want you to pause this video and I want you to take 3 rounds of deep breaths, and you're going to breathe in for a count of 4. You're going to hold that breath for a count of 7, and then you're going to breathe it out for a count of 8. Okay. And when we're connecting with our breath, it really helps us to ground, to anchor into our bodies, because we want us to journal from a place of embodiment. Okay. We want to journal from a place of the information is coming from our hearts, from our soul, from our body. What we don't want is for our logical mind to jump in on this little bandwagon and start answering the questions. Okay. It's our body who has the answers. This is where our truth sits. Our truth sits in here, not in here. Okay. This guy is a passenger. He holds the map. That's what I said to my human design clients. He's holding the map for you, but he's not here to give you the directions. Your body gives you the direction. Your body is the driver through your life. Okay. So pause this video and take some nice deep breaths, breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and breathing out for 8. Okay, welcome back. So you've got your journal and a piece of paper. And if you've got some water near you, take a nice drink of water. And now let's look at some journaling questions that are going to support you as you transition into autumn. So the first question is, what am I ready to let go of in my life to make space for new growth? What am I ready to let go of in my life to make space for new growth? This may be a story that is keeping you small. This may be a relationship, a friendship. What is in your life that you're ready to let go of? So pausing this and just taking time to reflect on that question and write down anything that comes up. You may want to also pick an oracle card for each question to support you in coming up with something if you don't know the answer yet. Okay, so now journaling question 2. How can I find balance and harmony in my daily routines? How can I find balance and harmony in my daily routines? Remembering that, when I'm looking at human design, we are looking at areas of your life that bring you joy. And the areas that don't bring you joy, it's about, well, do I have to do it? Can I ask somebody else to do it? Or is it an opportunity for me to reframe that particular situation? Because we want to be at a high vibration. Okay. So making a note of your daily routines. What are your daily routines? Are they in balance? Do they all bring you joy? Are they in harmony? And then reflect on, well, if they're not, which daily routine or areas of your daily routine do not bring you joy, are not in harmony, are not in balance. We want to be in balance of ourselves. of our relationship with self. Be perfectly honest. It's okay. Absolutely okay. Be honest with yourself. This is not about anybody else. You know, if you go to the gym every single day because society tells you to, but that really doesn't bring you joy, write it. Yeah. Seeing how you can create a daily routine that is balanced and in harmony. Okay. Journaling question number 3. What lessons have I learned from the past year? How can I apply them moving forward? What lessons have I learned from the past year? And how can I apply them moving forward? So lessons can sometimes come up as triggers. Triggers are the opposite to a glimmer. Glimmer is something really positive and joyful. And a trigger is something that gets you angry, gets you frustrated, makes you feel disappointed, bitter. You know, it's that real like, it's that it jars you. Okay, it doesn't feel good. And a lot of the time, these things are coming up for us to become aware of them. Okay, and it's time for us to acknowledge these particular areas. They're going to keep on coming up, so we need to adjust our position. We need to address these areas of our lives. So taking some time and just making a note of all the lessons, all the triggers that have come up for you this past year. Being aware, are there any areas that actually link, even though they're completely different situations, but there's some commonalities between them? And just very slowly kind of like looking at them, addressing them, observing them. It might be that you just look at one particular situation and look at that and kind of gently look and sit with and feel with the uncomfortability of it, and asking yourself, how can I shift this particular lesson? What am I here to learn? Do I need to impose some deeper boundaries? Is it for me to release? Am I trying to work against who I am, my energy? So just becoming aware of that. You may also want to look at, if you're into human design, what your type is. You know, really looking at how you are here to move through this life that you are in. So just sitting with those, seeing what lessons need to be addressed, and taking a nice deep breath. Okay. And then the 4th and last journaling question is, what are my intentions for this autumn season? What do I hope to cultivate and nurture in my life? What are my intentions for this autumn season? What do I hope to cultivate and nurture in my life? You know, for me, my intention for this autumn season is to really allow my body to navigate me, giving my body the space to take me on that journey, down that path that I need to be going on, rather than me every now and again feeling like I need to hustle and feeling like I need to push. Okay, doing things quickly, really allowing my body to take things slowly and to do it at a pace that serves me and my energetic body. Okay. So just taking a nice deep breath in. And you may also want to allow yourself some free writing. And if you're not familiar with free writing is when we just allow ourselves to write. Just with no intention, there's no outcome, we're just writing. Pen to paper. And it's really interesting to see how things unfold. Okay. So I want to share with you now this poem. And, you know, as we conclude this gathering, I want to share this poem with you that I hope reflects the beauty of embracing this season. So in the autumn's golden glow, we find a time for reflection, a gentle unwind. Leaves of red and gold gently sway as we too find peace in letting go today. In the harvest's abundance, we give our thanks for life's many blessings in ranks and ranks. While gratitude in our hearts, we stand tall, embracing the beauty of autumn's gentle call. As the days grow shorter and the nights grow cold, we find warmth in our hearts, a story unfolds. For in every season there's a lesson to gain. In the cycle of life, we find our refrain. So let us remember, as autumn leaves fall, the beauty of change, the thread through it all. In Mabon's sweet energy, we find our way to align with the rhythm of night and day. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Mabon's energy. May you carry the wisdom of this season with you as we journey through these autumn months, finding balance and gratitude and beauty in every step. Thank you so much. We're now going to go on to the meditation, should you wish to listen to it. And also remember that the meditation will be as a separate video in my YouTube channel. It would mean the absolute world to me if you were to subscribe to my channel. I'm really loving the creativity and the sharing of this, and it being a free resource for people, especially at the moment where it's not always easy. And to support my clients who can't always come into clinic, and to have one-to-one sessions with me. So I'm hoping this will support you in some way. Please comment, please like, share my videos, because this already supports me in building this beautiful space up with you beautiful souls, and really encourages me to continue this work. And it supports me as well at the same time. So with deep gratitude, deep gratitude from me to you, thank you so much. And I've also placed in the description a buy me a coffee link, so if you feel called to, it would be awesome if you were to buy me a coffee. So sending you so much love and gratitude. And if you have any questions, please do so. Ask me in the comment section. Sending you love. Hello and welcome to this meditation that I have written and created around the time of the autumn equinox. The intention for this meditation is about finding balance and harvesting gratitude. So as we gather together in this moment, let us prepare to turn inwards, cultivating inner peace and harmony and a deep sense of gratitude. And let us begin by you finding a quiet and comfortable space. Sit or lie down in a relaxed position. Or just take a nice few deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Just allowing any tension to melt away with each exhale. I'm imagining that as you exhale, so you too exhale tension. You're releasing it into the ether, and it transmutes. And if you haven't already, and if you feel comfortable to, close your eyes and begin to bring your awareness to your natural cadence of breath, just allowing your breath to find that natural rhythm. Taking some time to observe your body and how it supports your breath. Your body breathes itself. So really becoming aware of how does that physically feel. Are you allowing your breath to really flow into your belly? You're allowing your diaphragm to stretch and expand. Nice deep breaths. We are shifting from short, shallow breathing in our chest to a slower, even breath. Now I want you to take a nice deep inhale into your body, allowing your belly to expand, and exhale, sighing out. Another nice deep inhale, allowing your belly to expand, and exhale out with a nice big sigh. Another nice deep inhale in, belly expanding, and exhale out with a nice sigh, making some noise. And then coming back again to that natural cadence of breath of your body. Let us balance our breath as we're stepping into a space of balancing our energy. Our breath really supports us with this intention. And what I want you to do is to imagine that with each inhale, you are drawing in the energy of balance and harmony. And we're going to imagine that balance and harmony is a warm golden light, and it is filling your body from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Really feeling that breath as you draw it in. You're drawing in the energy of balance and harmony. That beautiful warm golden light filling up your body all the way up. Seeing it as it draws all the way in through your toes, up through your calves, feeling that golden light drawing in with each inhale. That beautiful energy of balance and harmony past your knees into your thighs. Feeling that warmth of this golden light into your hips, your belly. You're drawing in that energy. it as it moves all the way up through the center of your body, your spine, your belly, your chest, your ribs, really feeling that golden energy of balance coming up through your body into your throat, your shoulders, and down your arms into your fingertips, moving all the way up through your neck into your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, your ears, your forehead, all the way over your head. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful golden light as it completely fills your body. And from the space, just continue to follow that breath. And in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize a gentle transition from the vibrant, active energy of summer to the calm and introspective energy of autumn. As you see yourself surrounded by the colors of autumn, leaves gently rustling in the breeze, the leaves as they gently begin to fall, the browns, the oranges, the yellow, reds, an array of autumnal colors. Gently floating down to the ground. See all those beautiful colors as they surround you. Now let us take a moment to focus on the abundance of your life. Taking a moment as you draw in and bring in the energy of all the things that you are grateful for from the summer months. And we're placing all these beautiful moments into your heart space, moments of joy, personal growth, the love of friends and family. And with each thought of gratitude, I want you to see a golden light begin to switch on in your heart space. It's like these beautiful glimmers in your heart, these diamonds. These moments of joy, of beauty. Really feeling that beautiful space in your heart as it expands with such deep gratitude, such deep abundance, the richness you have. Feel the energy of this space ripple out from your heart all the way through your body, down your arms, into your throat, into your face, into your jaw, finding yourself smiling, glowing. It brings such ease to your physical body. this lightness to your emotional and mental body. That beautiful glow of all those moments that have captured your heart. Such deep joy, such deep love. Take a moment to acknowledge that everything you are grateful for is like a harvest of the heart. These are the experiences and feelings and connections that will sustain you throughout the upcoming winter months. Really feeling their warmth and love surround you like a glowing fire, a beautiful orange glow. Warmth, that wholesome feeling of being held, being loved. Create such a strong and deep foundation in your whole body. So from this place of love, I want you to turn your attention to the things you do not wish to carry with you into the winter months. Any worries, fears, or negative patterns that no longer serve you. And I want you to see them as the leaves on the trees around you. And with each exhale, they fall away. Fall from the trees. They are leaving you lighter and freer. They are no longer yours to hold on. You have released them. Still from that place of your heart, that beautiful warm glow, that deep love and gratitude that you hold. From that place you continue to release those worries, those fears, those negative patterns. You are creating space. They are leaving like the leaves as they fall from the trees, falling away, falling away. Release, release, release. Your energetic body feels lighter, feels freer. As you release the unwanted, you begin to feel a deep sense of balance and harmony settling within you. As you align with the natural cycle of life, just as the seasons change, so do you. And you embrace this change with open arms. Deep breath in and breathing out. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. And carry with you the sense of balance and gratitude that that this meditation has cultivated within you. Just as the earth finds balance and equilibrium during the equinox, may you find balance within yourself. And may the harvest of your gratitude sustain you through the coming winter months. And thank you so much for listening to this meditation. If you enjoy my meditations, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Like, comment and share this video amongst your friends and community. I have also placed in the description a Buy Me a Coffee link. So if you like this meditation and would love to support me in the work that I do, I'd love it if you bought me a coffee. Sending you so much love and gratitude as you move through this autumn. Sending you love.